The door clicked shut behind me, but the silence wasn't comforting. I stood in the middle of the old bedroom, breathing like I'd run a mile. The same dresser, same twin bed, same stupid dream catcher my mom insisted was whimsical. Everything exactly where I left it. Except nothing felt the same. My skin still buzzed from the kitchen. From him, I dropped the towel onto the bed and peeled off the soaked shirt. It clung, resisting, then gave. Cold air hit bare skin. I grabbed a hoodie from my bag, navy, oversized, safe, pulled it over my head. But then I saw myself in the mirror. Legs bare, hoodie barely grazing the tops of my thighs, hair dripping down my neck. And that look in my eyes, like I knew exactly what I was doing. I turned off the light and crawled into bed, covers pulled up to my chest. But sleep? Not a chance. Not with the sound of his footsteps still echoing down the hall. Not with my pulse pounding harder with every second. And then I heard it. The creak of the floorboards outside my door. A pause. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. Then a quiet knock. Just once. But before we get into that, if you can, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. It's free and would help the channel a ton. Plus, then you'll get to hear more salacious stories like this one. But anyway, let's get back to the story. I sat up. Yeah?
You left your tea,
he said. Voice low. Careful. A lie. The mug had been empty for 10 minutes. I opened the door. He stood there backlit by the hallway light, holding the cup like it mattered. His eyes dropped, slowly, deliberately, to where my hoodie rode high on my thighs.
You should drink something warm,
he said. I'm not cold. He stepped inside anyway. I backed up, heartbeat in my throat, but didn't tell him to leave. The door shut behind him, soft but final. His gaze swept the room, landed on the towel I'd left in a heap. Then back on me.
You dry off okay?
I managed. He held out the cup. I took it. Our fingers brushed again. This time, it wasn't an accident.
You always sleep in that?
He asked, nodding to the hoodie. Sometimes.
No shorts?
I raised a brow. Why are you asking? He didn't answer. Just looked at me. Long, quiet, like he could see every thought I wasn't saying. Then he stepped closer. Too close. I didn't move back.
I meant what I said earlier.
Which part? His eyes dropped again, lingering where the hem curved against my hip.
You don't look like you don't know what you're doing.
I swallowed. Hard. His hand brushed my arm. Light. Testing. I should have stopped him. I didn't. Instead, I stepped in. Just half a step. Barely noticeable. But he noticed. His breath hitched. Mine did too. You should go, I whispered.
I should.
But neither of us moved. The space between us shrank to nothing. The heat, the tension. It crackled. Unspoken, unbreakable. His fingers trailed the edge of the hoodie like he was checking the fabric, like he had any excuse.
You're not cold,
he said again.
But you're shivering.
I was. His hand moved to my waist. Rested there. Barely. You're not supposed to look at me like that, I whispered. He smiled.
You walked in wearing nothing under a white shirt.
It was raining.
You didn't leave the kitchen.
You made tea.
I wasn't thirsty.
I blinked. His hand was still at my waist. He wasn't pulling me closer, but he wasn't letting go either. I'm not supposed to want this, I said.
Me neither.
And just like that, the moment snapped. He stepped back. I let out a breath I didn't know I'd been holding.
You should get some sleep,
he said, voice low. I nodded. He opened the door, paused, looked back at me one last time.
You were right,
he said.
You didn't need an umbrella.
Then he was gone, and I was left standing in the middle of my childhood bedroom, tea cooling in my hands, heart racing like I'd just been caught doing something I hadn't even done. Yet. That's all for this section. Part 3 is coming out tomorrow. We post these videos every day, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more risque stories like this one.